Rookie quarterback Tyler Shough just swept the division rival and playoff hopeful Carolina Panthers. There was a lot of pre-draft criticism on Shough, whether it was about his age, his combine, and more, but I think through his first 6 starts, he's shown enough flashes that he might just be the new franchise quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. Tyler Shough was drafted 40th overall out of Louisville after putting up solid numbers in his only year as a Cardinal. 3,195 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions while completing 62.7% of his passes. This selection was controversial given that Shedeur Sanders was still on the board, which at the time was very dumbfounding for fans across the country, as he just put together 2 great seasons for Colorado, and at one point in time was mocked as 2nd overall pick behind Cam Ward, and the fact that he was 25 at the draft, this being Shough, would turn 26 in late September. Not a lot of people really thought much of Shough, many people saying this was the wrong pick, he won't be anything, he'll be a bust, whatever, but through 6 games we've seen a lot from Shough that is seriously something to build on going into 2026, when the team hopefully surrounds him with a little more talent. It's hard to go to a place like the New Orleans Saints, a struggling franchise with limited young talent on the roster, a lot of aging pieces on big contracts, knowing there will be no run game, but he has done the best with what he's been given, and since taking over the starting job, Shough is 8th in PFF passing grade at 74.9, 6th in turnover-worthy play percentage at 2.2%, 14th in EPA per play at .047, and 4th in completion percentage over expected at 3.5%. He is as efficient as he could be with the supporting cast he has around him, and one thing I have loved about Shough's game so far is his ability to make plays with his legs, which we've seen a lot of the past couple weeks, like on this zone read against the Buccaneers, and before this game, he'd only kept the ball 3 times on zone reads. He does a great job of reading Yaya Diaby, because Diaby sees Juwan Johnson coming across the formation for the block, thinking he's going after him, so he tries to pass him off so he can get to running back Evan Hull, who he assumes has the ball, but Johnson keeps going and Shough keeps it. This fake by Shough gets Antoine Winfield Jr. and Yaya to stop in their tracks completely. Neither of them thought for a second that Shough was keeping this one, but he does. And that split second that they committed to Hull and stopped gave Shough all the room in the world on the left side of the field to follow his blocks, in which Chris Olave does a great job coming across to block Winfield, and he goes out the 3 for an 11-yard gain. He does the same thing on this 34-yard touchdown run. He gets Levante David to commit to Estime, Foster Moreau and Taysom Hill take Antoine Winfield out of the play, Valet takes Jamel Dean out with a block, and look at this hole. He will outrun a 35-year-old Levante David 10 times out of 10 for at least a first down here, but he gets skinny when Dean gets off the block. He then widens his run to the outside to create more separation from the defensive back closing in. He gets the right angle and wins this foot race, touchdown Saints in what would be an upset victory over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And if you want to take Shough to have higher on his rushing yards or to get a rushing touchdown, which would have a very high multiplier, there's no better place to do it than on Underdog because it's the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. All you have to do is pick higher or lower on 2 to 8 of your favorite players' projections, and you can win up to 5,000 times your money. Yes, 5,000 times. They have great features like streaks, great promos like profit boosts and gimme picks a lot, and also if you sign up with code Fanatics and play your first $5, you get $75 in bonus credit and a gimme pick. Again, that is code Fanatics for $75 in bonus credit and a gimme pick. He's not just a quarterback that can run on these zone reads. He does a great job avoiding the sack on this touchdown run in the Bucs game. His first read is blanketed on the coverage. By that time, 2 defenders were already in his face and didn't have time to throw the ball away. He pumps, tucks the ball, spins away from Logan Hall. He sheds Vita Vea, which is already hard to do, and Anthony Nelson's attempts at a sack. He obviously outruns the defensive end Elijah Roberts, then puts a shoulder down and gives the Saints the lead in this game. It's plays like this that give you a lot of faith in Shough going forward. Whether it's a designed read or in this play a scramble out of pressure, he can extend and create plays with his legs, but he doesn't just run the ball in these scenarios, which we see in the close loss in Miami. On this one, we have Shough escaping the pocket as per usual Cesar Ruiz refuses to do his job as right guard. He quite literally pushed the defensive tackle out of a block so he could get in the pocket to pressure Tyler. But as he's on the run and winding up to throw, everybody's blanketed. Deshaun Valet, the target on this pass, is strapped up by Jack Jones, 0 separation, and Juwan Johnson underneath doesn't have any separation as well. But watch what Shough does with this ball. To his benefit, Jack Jones did not react very well. Still though, Shough lofts this ball towards the back of the end zone while Valet and Jones are at a standstill, where Valet disengages, gets the position on Jones, and gets both feet down and scores a touchdown. Tyler layered this ball over the defender when both the receiver and DB were assuming they were out of the play. But this is what great quarterbacks do. They place the ball in spots where either A, it creates separation for the receiver, or B, puts it in a spot where only the receiver can catch it, and Shough does both here. He threw his receiver open, towards the back of the end zone, and towards the sideline so that Jack Jones had zero chance to make a play on this ball, and that receiver of Valet's size and arm length can catch it. Say he threw it towards the back of the end zone, but straight on, Jack Jones probably would have broke it up, but throwing it to the outside, high, and to the back of the end zone made this touchdown happen. Keep in mind, this pinpoint throw was while on the run, just amazing accuracy and ball placement from the rookie. And then the entire game-tying drive against the Panthers was beautiful. So many moments of him using his eyes to hold defenders, like on this play where he glances right to hold the linebacker and the safety from going towards the middle of the field, where Chris Olave runs the dig route, giving him enough time to find him wide open for 17 yards. He loves Chris Olave. On this drive alone, the duo connected on all 4 targets for 63 yards and a touchdown. And man, Kellen Moore drew up one great play that left Olave wide open once again for 16 yards. This swing route by the running back takes the linebacker away from the middle of the field, his original responsibility. The hitch on the left side takes the other linebacker out of the play, and as Shough looks off the defender on the left side, getting him to overcommit to the 2 receivers on that side. And what do you know? You have route combos and deception from the quarterback taking away the 2 hook zones in the middle where Olave runs a post behind them. As soon as he makes that cut, no defenders within 10 yards of him, and Shough is already winding up his arm and throwing it to Olave. This is an easy first down for the Saints on an amazing play call that took every defender out of the play. And then again, Kellen Moore draws up an amazing route combo. We have a slot fade mixed with Juwan Johnson truly just slowly cutting inside and sitting there waiting for the ball. He's not running or anything, he's walking. This legal pick play leaves Johnson wide open. Trayvon Moehrig had to commit to Tipton. J.C. Horn couldn't get through the 2 and was backed up far off the line of scrimmage, so he had no chance to get there, leaving Johnson wide open to turn this 2nd and 15 to 3rd and manageable. That's one thing about Shough that I love. He's not always going for the big play like on some of the previous plays I had shown. He'll take what the play call and the defense gives him to set the offense up to have a higher chance to score or convert the set of downs. He lives to see the next down, and he makes your life easy as a quarterback. And then there's the game-tying touchdown. Panthers have J.C. Horn on Chris Olave one-on-one. No safety help, and they send 7. So Shough knows he has to get this ball out quick because the pressure's coming and he'll get hit. Olave runs the slant, and Shough zips it in there over the outstretched arms of the defensive back with the 2nd most interceptions in the league for the touchdown. This is just a beautiful ball with so much zip on it. It gets it through the tight window of the gambling Horn to help the Saints come back and eventually win the game. I want to say one thing, J.C. Horn is an amazing corner, but sometimes he does things like this too much. He'll gamble on the pass, and sometimes it works, but when you have a guy like Shough who can get it in there, it doesn't, and this helps the Saints come back and eventually win the game. I mean, Shough's release is just so fast, helps him make plays like that. Being able to get the ball out of your grip in a split second and zipping it into tight windows, just amazing. Whether it's off-platform throws, extending and creating plays with his legs, whatever it is, Shough has shown a lot of potential his rookie year. And yes, I know he's old. He belongs in a nursing home. He basically went to college long enough to get a doctorate. I get it, but it doesn't matter. This guy has the it factor that the Saints have been waiting to see since Drew Brees retired. Now, at first, I was a Spencer Rattler defender. He was playing pretty solidly to the beginning of the year, but it was mostly just turnover-free football. But Shough has brought life to the Saints offense. He has back-to-back division wins, spoiling both teams' chances of winning the division in a tight race between the Panthers and Bucs, as both teams had their chance to claim a 1-game lead from the other with wins over the Saints, but Shough did not allow that to happen, and they both lost the following week. Look, the Saints are going to have a high draft pick this year, and they need to use it to surround Shough with talent, because he is the future of this Saints franchise, and will continue to progress in this league and show us all that he is a franchise quarterback.